All right,
Yeah.
I'm here with Jayden Ruiz. He has an upcoming fight tomorrow night. He should be fighting around 5 to 6 p.m. August 9th. Welcome, Jayden Ruiz. How are you doing today? You excited for your bout?
I'm so excited, bro. I've been waiting for this moment like for ever since I got the text message, bro. I've been excited, 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 excited. Feel really great, man. So
Really good. Awesome. Because
yeah.
I was gonna ask you how do your nerves feel at this point? Are you ready for the task of Jhordan Thomson? I know he's undefeated kickboxer right now. So how do you feel about that? You feel clear minded going in?
Feel good about it. I don't think he's a undefeated kickboxer. I think he's an undefeated boxer. I watched all his fights, so I don't really see any kicks in him. I don't know. I don't think he gets the name to be a kickboxer. So
I see. I see what you mean. Because it does say he has a kickboxing record, but you're referring to him as a boxer because, judging by his film, he doesn't
yeah.
really have any kicks, does he? So he doesn't get
No.
that claim of being a kickboxer. I see. That makes sense
Yeah.
though, right? Because that's just the way you view your opponent. So I've been hearing, and you've told me as well, that you've been training Muay Thai since you were a kid. Tell me a little bit about that. Growing up doing Muay Thai and striking, how has that helped you up until this point?
So my dad, ever since I was little, he's always been into fighting since he was little as well, and he always wanted to push it onto me. Obviously, so I was around 10 or 11. Would always just he would train me in the garage, and then it would turn into me going to a real gym, getting some real training in, and then the real training began like 3 4 years ago when I came to Florida and started fighting for this team, Chute Boxe. It was the best training experience for me because I got my first 3 fights in 1 year. So, and then I won two out of the three. So I mean, it's going pretty good right now. I got a fourth fight coming up. Feel good about it. So I mean, being definitely starting as a kid helps a lot because my flexibility, bro. My legs could go over my head. My kick could definitely just go inches high in the sky, bro. It's insane.
I see what you mean. So you've been on a regiment for a very long time now, and now it's coming into fruition, working with Shooter Box, and it's kind of narrowing down your focus and what you're doing. And I was gonna. This kind of leads into my next question: how brutal of a training camp has this been? Has there been any aspect of it that it's been hard or good?
Only hard part, bro, was the weight cut. I'll be honest. Last night was not the best at all. I had a friend, Austin, the kid, the not the kid, grown man, but he had the same red hair as me. That's Austin, and I needed his help. I went to his shop last night. He has like a little shop for his business, and it was hot, so I got my sauna suit, and we worked out for like 2 hours in his shop. Got to like 139. We needed to be 137. So I went home with Austin. He helped me with the bath. I have my underwears on, obviously, but with boiling hot water, and man, I literally felt like I was dying. Like I felt like I was dying. I got out the tub, crawled out the tub, every water went everywhere. It was terrible. I felt like I was gonna pass out. That was definitely one of my worst. That was my top worst experience cutting weight ever. But I made the weight 135 on the dot this morning, so I'm
I
happy
mean,
about that.
at least yeah, you made the weight, and also you're telling me you feel good now. You're rehydrated. You ate all you're getting carbs back in you and whatnot to make you
Yeah.
have that great performance and actually have energy. Because I couldn't imagine, at that peak weight cut night of, you have nothing in your system and you're just sweating out every mineral in your body, and
Oh, yeah, that was
anything
bad.
that will be used as energy gets sweated out. So I wanted to shift a little bit with the question. So, you're a high school wrestler, and how has that changed the way you approach this fight, or just how you approach striking in general? Does that change anything really?
Wrestling, the only thing that changed is honestly the weight cut because wrestling, I got way bigger than I was last year. Wrestling got me a little, I'm not gonna lie, it got me a little big because I got into the weightlifting program with wrestling and it got me up to 160, which I've never been 160 like that in my life. So
Yeah,
it was kind of a hard jump to go from wrestling and Muay Thai because of the weight cut. Because wrestling, you're staying on your weight like near 5 pounds. Versus my Muay Thai, I had to cut 25 pounds these 2 months,
yeah.
and 12 pounds were held. So
That's a serious cut right there. Especially, it's a lot bigger than what you're just mentioning for wrestling. So it does give you some base of strength and whatnot, and then it gives you a little bit of boost in the clinch. You would say, right?
Yeah, that's true. I say I look versus last year for 135. I think I look a little more toned at 135 this time versus last year because this year I kind of like I looked a lot different 135. Yesterday or not yesterday today. I was looking. I'm like last year compared to this year's 135. I look totally different, bro.
Right. That's good. That's good. So
And
circling back to your opponent, Jhordan Thomson, you're fighting him at Combat Night Banner. What do you know about him? And like, are you planning on how do you plan on approaching him in this fight?
um, I watched all his footage, bro. Anytime I get a fight, instantly footage, bro. I like to study these type of guys, and he's this guy that's a boxer. He doesn't throw any kicks. I watched all three fights. He hasn't thrown one single frontal, no teeps, no throwing a couple, maybe like two, three leg kicks throughout his whole career in this amateur game, and that's all I've seen. I haven't even seen him throw an eye kick. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him do much besides box and just pressure these people. But I do give him one thing is, I mean, his cardio must be out the charts if he's doing this to people all three rounds. So we're gonna have to go cardio for cardio, and my plan is to honestly, I'm gonna tire him out. He's not gonna tire me out. So
Hmm. Yeah.
that's my plan.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you if it turns into a brawl, are we ready to bite down and swing? And because, like, how do you plan on picking him apart? Like, how does that gonna go? Because I know he's a very aggressive fighter, and he kind of forces you to fight in that phone booth style, where either you're getting pressured or you're the one pressuring him. So tell me a little bit about that.
So I'm gonna my whole game plan basically. It's very simple. Just teep this guy every time. The teeps the whole time. I mean, there's nothing else to it. That's all I've been doing. And whenever he gets close to me and my teeps don't work, it's the clinch. He's not good at clinch. He'll just body lock you until he pushes you against the fence. So game plan, teep this guy maybe in his liver a good time. Maybe it'll probably take a good 3 times, and he's gonna realize that man, this pressuring stuff isn't gonna work. I'm gonna have to find something else, and it's not gonna go good. He doesn't know it, but it's these frontals are gonna fuck him up. He doesn't know.
Right. I like the mentality, and to kind of get you in this mentality and whatnot. Do you have any pre-fight warm-up or routine? Maybe a song that you'll be listening to kind of get you in that headset state of mind where you're just going out there and doing your job and not getting too flustered or anything like that.
Usually before every fight, I like to listen to New York State of Mind by Nas, and I like to listen to a lot of that New York music, like old school rap, and nothing much. My walkout song is gonna be some Spanish song by Mark Anthony. It's about how he loves the Puerto Rican people, which is what I'm representing, Puerto Rico right here.
Right.
So yeah, that's gonna be my walkout. I mean, pre-fight, just do like 2, 3 rounds on the pads, get warmed up. I know my friend Aiden, he's the champion in my division for Muay Thai, and he does like 6 rounds for warm up. So it's kind of crazy to see him do that. I would want to do that, but I'm honestly not trying to waste all that energy, So,
Right.
but
I mean, each fighter has their own way of preparing. I know it's a little bit off
yeah.
topic, but I don't know if you remember when Marab was preparing for his fight, or literally backstage, he was sparring Aljamain Sterling before he fought Sean
Mm.
O'Malley. I'm pretty sure one of those guys. But it's crazy how it can everyone's approach can vary for a warm up. So it's a little bit more about yourself. If you could train with any fighter in the world today, who would it be and why? Could be any combat sport.
Man, ah, there definitely got to be some legend from UFC. Uh, that's a really hard one. I'd probably go with honestly. If it was like one on one, I'd want to say like maybe Oliveira.
Oliveira.
all there for some good just jujitsu, or maybe even, bro, Damian Maya would be pretty cool. His jujitsu is pretty cool,
Right.
but I'll go with John Jones.
John
That'll
Jones.
be
Okay. Yeah, because I
that'll
was
be
about to
sick.
say Charles, like he's not gonna really communicate much to you. He's
Yeah,
like,
I
boy,
thought
I'm
about
sorry.
that. Yeah, I thought about that. So I'll definitely go with John Jones.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
How do you? What does it look like after the training session?
with John Jones,
Better get out of there
John,
quick.
oh
Leave the premises immediately. All
yeah,
right.
no, dude.
A little bit more about yourself again, getting a little off topic. What's one thing outside of the cage or fighting that you would want people to know before going into this fight? What's something about you that makes you interesting in some way?
That I'm fighting just to fight, bro, for fun. I didn't even want to fight. I like fighting for fun. I didn't want this fight. I didn't want to do Muay Thai, but I'm too young to even compete for MMA. I have to be 18, so I was like, fuck it. I need to fight something. I wanted to fight. I didn't even want this fight, but I did it anyway. So
This man was itching to get back in there, but
yeah, wrestling wasn't enough, bro. It wasn't punching, so
right.
I needed to fight.
If the contract shows up, then you're all here for it, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Everybody's ready.
I needed that.
Who's your current favorite fighter to watch? Who do you like to watch? Just not only for fun, but just more of a technical aspect. I know we all have those fighters that we enjoy watching, but would never recommend your friend to fight like, right? So
Yeah.
who are those
So
people?
I like watching Ilya Taporia.
Hmm.
I like watching him a lot. But you said not to recommend to friends. You said.
No, like a style that you wouldn't recommend to your friend, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Like you wouldn't tell your friend to fight like this.
Mm-hmm. Uh, Probably prime Conor McGregor.
Really? Why
Yeah.
is that? Is it because the chin up and the hands moving at you
Yeah.
like this?
Yeah. Yeah. It's because of that. I see a lot of like people do that on the internet and try and copy him. It doesn't work. You have to be Conor for it to work. You're not
Yeah.
Conor.
And it's a
You
bit
have to.
outdated with the
Yeah.
stance as well, the wide stance. You get even in back in Connor's prime, he was getting calf kicked a lot, or when he would get calf kicked, he would get sent off his feet and whatnot. So that's a good observation, but a lot of people wouldn't say prime Conor McGregor. That's a pretty good answer. And I was gonna ask you, but you kind of already answered it. You said your walkout song is gonna be like a Puerto Rican
It's
song.
gonna be. Yeah. It's gonna be a Spanish song by Mark Anthony. Uh, I don't know how to say this right, to be honest. It's called Revere Me something. I don't know the last part. I know it's Revere Me, and then I don't know the last part. It's a song that my mom likes, and I've been listening to it since I was a kid. I honestly just don't even know how to say the song title, but I like it. It's about the Puerto Rican people, and that's what I'm coming here to represent. Two things. My team, Chute Boxe, and my territory. It's technically in the United States, but
Right.
country Puerto Rico right here.
Puerto Rico
So
represent.
yes,
Well,
sir.
all right. If you had one way to win this fight, right? You had a choice. Would you want a knockout, a war, or a battle of attrition? Which one are you? Which one would you want to? How would you want to make your statement against this undefeated guy?
Get a quick knockout so I could get some hibachi after this, because that's what my plan is to do. Just get a quick knockout.
Quick knockout, get out of there, get some hibachi. That's what you're feeling.
Yeah,
You visualizing the meal right now?
dude, I'm visualizing everything. I'm visualizing this kid getting something. He's not seeing these kicks, bro. I'm telling you. I need some hibachi too, as soon as possible, because I've been craving that.
What?
And, huh?
We going to Daruma?
I have no idea. Wherever it needs to be good, and it needs to be good. That and Wingstop. I need that after, so I need that.
Right.
I do a quick knockout. I don't no need for a war when I can just knock this guy out.
Right. No one wants to. It's fun to have a war, but it's not fun for your brain cells to have a
Yeah.
war and your school assignments and whatnot. So, Any final
I
words for
got,
your opponent for and people watching on August 9th? What should people expect to see from you?
people should expect people should expect a war. Because I don't think I'm gonna knock him out, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, it's not gonna be disappointing though. It's gonna be a good 3 rounds, 6 minute fights, 2 minutes each round. So it's amateur, but it's gonna be a war all 6 minutes. I promise it will not be a disappointing fight. I'm not quitting, and I don't think this guy's quitting either until I hit him into the liver with these kicks. So it's gonna be an entertaining fight. I'm telling you, it's gonna be the best team fight Combat Night has ever seen.
Really? That's a bold claim. You heard it right there, Combat Night. My boy Jayden Ruiz is making this claim. It's gonna be one of the best fights Combat Night has ever seen in the promotion. And for all those people watching right now, where can they find you right now? Where they can find you on Instagram, TikTok?
They can find me on Instagram and TikTok. I mainly post TikTok for like personal life, but Instagram's a lot about my gym, my promotions, and stuff like that. But my Instagram is at SLAI. It's called Slakes. It's a complicated name. Maybe we'll put it on the screen or something. It's kind of a complicated name, but I got all my sponsors. I got G Money Combat. I got Liquid Works and Palm Coast Pressure Washing. So I'm going out there to represent all those people. I got it on my back of my shirt right here.
Oh yeah, sure. Get the branding in. Hey, that's
Yes,
your boy
sir.
G Money right there. Yes,
G
sir.
Money.
Got all the other brands on that bit. Sheesh.
That's why I'm representing everything on the shirt.
But
So
yes. All right, that is it for this interview. Again, guys, follow him. Again, I'll give his link to his Instagram and his TikTok in the description. I'll also give a link to mine at G Money Combat. And yeah, August 9th, we're ready for war, huh?
ready. It's gonna be an exciting fight. I promise you. When I walk out, you'll get nerves. You'll feel the blood rushing, and you're not even fighting.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jayden Ruiz, thank you very much for having me.
Sir, yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, thank
All
you
right,
for
brother.
having
All right.
me.